Alright guys, welcome back to ACME Bowl Company. This is going to be our second load data video. Our last one was the 45 ACP 200 semi-wad cutter. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out. It's on our channel. Now we're going to go into the 38 Special. This is a really popular one for us. We sell a lot of these bullets. This is our 125 grain flat point, no lube groove, 38 Special at size 2A, 358. So the way we're going to set this all up today is we're going to load all this stuff up, and then we're going to take it out to the range. So what we are loading today is we are loading brand new virgin Starline brass. We did size all of the brass. We are using a Winchester primer. For powders, we're using Winchester 231, Hodgdon Universal, Alliant Unique, and some Winchester 244. So we are doing 10 rounds of every step load, and we have 3 different step loads for each powder, one starting at the beginning, and then one of our max loads, and then something in between. So the other thing I want to note is, since this is a rimmed cartridge shooting out of a revolver, we will be roll crimping this. Unlike the 45 ACP that we did in the last video, that was a taper crimp. Since this is sized off of the rim, we're going to roll crimp it. And so we're gonna get all these loaded up, and then we're gonna take them out to the range. So I think we're gonna set the camera up and do a time-lapse video just like we did on the last one. So we'll see you guys at the end of this. Welcome back, guys. So now we're out on the range. We're gonna take all those loads that we just loaded up in the shop over there. So we're gonna be shooting them through a Colt produced King Cobra 357. Obviously we're gonna shoot the 38 Special through that. That is a 6-inch barrel as well. So we're gonna be shooting those through all of our targets, and then we're gonna get to the part that everybody wants to see, which is all the load data. So we're gonna break that, just like our last video, down to velocities with our standard deviations on our 10-shot groups. Granted, Mitch is gonna shoot 5, I'm gonna shoot 5. And then also with our group sizes, we're shooting over the Garmin chronograph. So let's get into it, and we'll shoot those groups and see how they go. Alright guys, so we just got done shooting our groups. We're going to take all these targets in, we're going to measure our group sizes, look at all of our velocities, we wrote all those down, then we're going to put it all in graphs for you guys, and then we'll talk about it in that segment when we get inside. See you guys there. Alright guys, so now that we're done shooting, I broke all that data down, took everything that we got from the range out there, and broke it down into some charts for you guys. So we're going to start with the first powder, which was Winchester 231. This was probably our least favorite powder, which they're all very comparable. They were all very nice shooting, decently grouping sizes, and same with decent standard deviations. So it's not like it was the worst powder that we've ever shot in our whole life. So like I said in the last video, take into consideration when it comes to group sizes, Mitch and I are not pro pistol shooters. So let's dive into the 231. So Winchester 231, we started out with 3.8 grains, 4.2, and then finished at 4.8. pretty good for grain. There was a decent jump. Some of the other powders only jumped not even a full grain, where this one was at the full grain mark. But so like starting at on the low side at just over 700 feet per second, and then at the top side of our powder charges, just climbing over 1,000 feet per second. We liked it. Group sizes were decent. Standard deviations were just as well. So I would, like I said, rate it into our number 4 for out of the 4. Doesn't mean we hated it by any means. Then our next powder, that was our third favorite, which honestly I thought this was going to be my first. This was going to be my most favorite, at least, was Unique, the Alliant Unique. So we started at 4.3 grains, ended at 5.3, so we climbed that 1 grain of powder, and started at just like over 600 feet per second for our lowest velocity, and then at the very top side with 5.3 grains, we were maybe just on the high side of 900s. So pretty good group sizes. Besides that one, that could have been a flyer. We were just right at about less than 0.0 MOA, so it was pretty good. We liked that. Groups were good. It's still soft shooting. Granted, out of the 38 specials, the 125 grain, it's a pretty light, small projectile. Out of the 6-inch King Cobra, it's gonna be pretty limited recoil, but loved them. They were all nice shooting. Got no complaints about that bullet at all. So the next one was Winchester 244. This one surprised me. I didn't think it was going to be that nice. I've never really shot 244, so this was my first time shooting 244. I liked it though. Started at 4.4 grains, ended at 5.2, and this one was fast. We were a lot quicker on this. Started at just over 900 feet per second, and then finished well over 1,000. But still good group sizes. I do remember shooting this one, and it was noticeably faster, a little bit more recoil, but it still was very minimal. So if you're looking for something with a little bit more speed to it, maybe 244 is the answer for you. But yeah, try this in your gun, see what it does for you with all these powders, and let us know. We'd love to see what they do for you guys. And my favorite powder that we shot was the Hodgdon Universal. Now I know that this powder is tough to find. It's not the easiest thing out there to get your hands on, but we wanted to do it because we know some of you guys may have had an older tin on your shelf or something like that, so we wanted to throw it in there just because we knew it was popular at times and still is. Started at 4.3 grains and ended at 4.7, so not a big jump there. Our middle one was 4.5. I'm in charges. So not a big jump in charges. So we started at just over 600 feet per second and ended just over 900 feet per second. So these were quite a bit slower than any other powders that we did. We like that. For this cowboy action with the high-tech coated bullet, we like that a lot. Obviously our group sizes kind of resembled that as well. A .867, a .740, and a .993. I think that's some of this target right there. I mean, those are pretty good shots. Most of these groups here, that's touching. These are almost all touching. You got one flyer there. Those are pretty good groups for, I would say, some pistol shooting. This was at 21 feet, so it's 7 yards. Hodgdon Universal was my number 1 pick now for sure after this. But yeah, standard deviations was pretty good too. Would like to see them a little bit lower, but definitely doing our best. So yeah, but we'd love for you guys to try these powders out yourself. You can take the load data that we have kind of produced here, and you could try it yourself in your own guns, see what they do for you guys. Let us know in the comments, what you guys think about them, or if you guys have any suggestions. Again, this was for the ACME high-tech coated bullet, the 125 grain 38 special. That's size to a 358. We appreciate you watching, and go like and subscribe. See you guys later.